Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Taurus. This is a general reading, so this will not resonate with every Taurus out there. We're going to get a couple of oracle cards to start off. And so before readings, I usually cleanse the space with some different herbs. You know, for prosperity, abundance, peace, things like that. And I say a little prayer for anyone who connects with these videos, that you will just experience love and blessings and peace and harmony and happiness. And then I do a little meditation to see what energy is possibly popping in for you. And it's got a very distinct message about like the path being cleared. I don't know if things have felt like stuck at all for you, Taurus, hindered, foggy in some way, but I see like the path opening and got the distinct message that like the road ahead of you is just open. It's almost like something has cleared, something has been cleared. Or is clearing. Some energetic path is clearing, opening. And this may just be a specific message that one person out there needs to hear. There may be something specific here for you in this reading to pay attention to. So if things have been cloudy, I just see a clearing, a total clearing, total clarity on the road ahead. Anything that's been hindering is either clearing or about to like move away, move out, open up. It's almost like space. There is space opening up where things have maybe been constricted. Activated earth, power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Trust that path. Trust that path. Taurus, it is opening for you. Trust where you are led. Whew. This is about letting go of the reins and trusting the journey. Trusting the journey. You are where you're supposed to be. You are traveling a journey that you are supposed to be on. Trust it. Trust it. Loosen the grip. Let down your shoulders. Take a deep breath. You know, activated earth. This may also just be a call for you to visit power places on the earth, wild, open, unmanhandled, wild places, and maybe that's going to help you get clarity on your path, where you're supposed to be, or sort of peace that you are where you're supposed to be. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So this is just about looking beyond the layer of like what it is in front of your eyes, paying more attention to what is deeper, what's going on deeper. This might be about tapping into your intuition, tapping into higher consciousness, hidden secrets. I would say if you want to know like an easy key to sort of go deeper and feel more and feel more connected to things that you can't see with your eyes, is to meditate. Get quiet. Get quiet. This is like my advice in so many readings, because it's such a beneficial tool with just getting connected with yourself and what's going on around you in other layers, other levels. Just take a little time each morning if you can. Get quiet, 5 to 20 minutes. Turn off all your distractions, your phone. Get really quiet, focus on your breath, and just, you know, tune into your breathing, put your awareness in your breathing. And then when the chaotic thoughts come up about like, oh, I need to fold the laundry, or I need to do the shopping, and, you know, just notice those thoughts when they come in. And when you notice them, come back to the breath. And another thought comes up, notice it, let it go, come back to the breath, and just do that on repeat over and over and over. And that is just a process of getting grounded and getting in tune, and sort of getting a buffer between you and your thoughts, your chaotic thoughts. And in that space, you can sense more, you can feel more, you can feel the deeper meaning. It also just helps, you know, to cultivate peace. Okay, what's what's going on for my Taurus people? Any messages that my Tauruses need to hear for their highest good? What's going on for my Taurus people? Just gonna shuffle one more time and then we'll lay the cards out. Okay, Taurus. What's going on for my Taurus? What messages does my Taurus gang need to hear today? A very nice card to start the read. What was your oracle card about? Secrets, hidden secrets? Very interesting that the moon card is here. It's like these cards are almost mirroring everything we just talked about. Okay, Queen of Cups. So 10 of Pentacles. Let's see, why is the moon card here? I have questions before we dive in. I have questions. Yeah. So, you know, just to start off, 10 of Pentacles is kind of like about overall, all around stability. There is ease in 10 of Pentacles. There is ease. There is a sense of community here in this card. There's like a couple sort of adoringly looking at each other. There's an elder, there's a child, there's dogs. This is, to me, when I see this card, the word everything. Everything we need is there, you know. So this may be here to say you have everything you need, or you may be on the precipice of having everything you need. To me, this doesn't just encompass coins. You know, pentacles are all about coins, and it can encompass coins, but to me, this card encompasses so much more. So sort of having everything you need in every aspect, and this is a sense of completion. So I don't know if this is an energy that you're in right now, but there's other stuff going on. You may need to kind of uncover your sort of empowerment. I don't know if you have felt out of balance with establishing boundaries in your own life or control in your own life. But I think Emperor, clarifying the moon card, would be here to say it's sort of like time to find your power. Emperor is funny. If he would come out in a love reading, I don't love his energy in terms of someone that you may be dealing with. But if we're just talking about your journey and your path, this is sort of where you're sort of getting in control of the gig. You know, this is sort of knowing what you want and how you want it and how you like it. And this is sort of where you get to kind of get in control over what it is that you want, how you want your life to look, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. You know, this is a stance of not putting up with any BS, not really dealing with anything that you don't like to deal with. This is all about structure. So this may be a call for you to dive deep and kind of find your inner emperor or find your empowered mode. Ask yourself, what works for me? What doesn't work for me? What do I like? What don't I like? What do I tolerate? What don't I tolerate? And get really clear on that, because it may be that you don't have a total firm grip on knowing internally what works for you and what doesn't work for you, or you just may be in a process of in that space of getting clarity. And the Seven of Cups and Queen of Swords would certainly support that idea, that you may just be moving into a place of getting clarity on that, right? Because Seven of Cups is kind of like wishy-washy, head in the clouds, a little bit like not knowing what way to go, which path to take. And then you've got a Queen of Swords clarifying that, which means she's just come with that big sword to cut through all the BS and bring down the sort of sword of clarity where things have been cloudy. And that's really funny as I think about what came through in the meditation of, oh, there's a little flying insect in here. Anyway, what this is really interesting. This is almost mimicking the message that came through in meditation, right? Because what I saw in the meditation was sort of like if you ever look at the sky and you watch clouds when they're sort of rolling and moving, right? Picture sort of a blue sky with clouds that are just rolling away and sort of being pushed away, and the sky is totally clearing out. That's what was coming through in the message, and that message is being mimicked here by these two cards. This is clouds, cloudy, foggy, restricted, not knowing what to do, like biting your nails, not sure. And this is where Queen of Swords, she comes in and just clears that all away, clears all this fog away. She's just coming in with this sword, and she's just like slicing through all this fog and all these sort of like funky options that are in these cups that are unknown. You know, it's like in these cups there's like some really cool things, but there's also some things that are not so cool, and this person is looking at them and possibly a little bit delusional about what's in some of those cups, right? But there's a lot of cloudiness here. This is foggy. This is fog. This is a restriction of seeing things clearly. And then Queen of Swords just comes right in and is like, whew. So I feel like there's a definite energy happening for you right now of some things being cleared, some things coming to the light. Maybe some things about your own empowerment coming to the light. The path being cleared. The path is being illuminated for you right now, Taurus, in a big way. Let's see. Why is Queen of Cups here? Why are you here with all your big emotions? What are you feeling passionate about diving into right now? There's a lot of emotion behind this, Taurus. There's definitely sort of like an overflow from your heart space about something that you're diving into, something that you're, why is Page of Pentacles here? We have a flip in here. I don't know. Are you in a place of sort of diving back into life again after dealing with some losses? Possibly to do with finance. I'm not sure. Only you know. Was there something that you maybe tried to get off the ground that didn't quite work out, but you're sort of finding your zest for this new way, this new path? Almost like the word rebirth is coming in, but it's like you're feeling a lot of it's like you're feeling a lot of emotion about something that you're on the precipice of diving into. It's sort of like Three of Wands is sort of like coming to the edge of the water and just sort of ready to dive in. It's almost like Fool card, but not quite as throwing caution to the wind and abandon. This is sort of like, here I am, I'm ready to dive in. I'm ready to dive back into life. And it's almost like you've been able to get centered back into your heart space, possibly after a time of some kind of loss. It's like something was lost here. But I feel like there's, where this guy in Five of Cups is really focused on these down cups, I feel like there's an energy of the focus shifting off of this loss and this sort of turning and seeing these two standing cups behind you, and the possibility of new things, new path, new growth. Path is illuminated. Something's been illuminated here. Something has been illuminated here. Shift out of loss and into back into like seeing the sunshine, seeing the horizon, letting it into the cracks. This is you tapping, tuning into your heart space, which is a beautiful thing. There is some support here about meditation. To me, this would not come across like this to every reader, but this is how I interpret Hermit card, is a need to there is a call here to go within. There is a call here to go within. Get in tune with yourself. Get quiet. Meditate. This guy is like in a cave and he is introspecting. So to me, this is a very meditative stance to be in, hermit mode. So I think that this, I don't know if it's something you're already doing, Taurus, like taking time to get quiet and get meditative and get focus and get clarity. That may be why all this sort of empowerment and clarity is coming in where things have been cloudy, and surrounding this ideal of where, like, what you need your life to be like. But if you haven't, then I would say the Hermit is here to say that this is sort of the key to getting this clarity and getting in this empowered mode, is getting into a meditative state as frequently as you can as a practice, to help you kind of navigate any cloudiness going on, and to bring in the clarity, bring in the empowerment. You will find it. This Hermit going into meditative mode will get you all the way turned around if you have any focus going on about loss, any attachment to loss. Getting into this meditative mode is going to help you turn around and really see these two full cups, because you definitely have a lot of beauty around you, Taurus. If you're not already feeling it, like you've got two big cups standing behind you, which is just like harmony, beauty. I just feel like, yeah, there for those of you who are not doing this already, getting quiet and getting clarity, there is a call to get quiet and get clarity so that you can find all this beauty that you're meant to have on your path. It's like the path in front of you is definitely illuminated. Things are being illuminated for you right now. This is really nice. So we're gonna look at what may be coming around the bend for my Taurus people. Any advice that you might need to hear moving forward. Any messages for Taurus highest good. Any advice Taurus needs to hear moving forward. Taurus, what's going on with Taurus? Okay, Taurus. Very interesting. Okay, so this is sort of like an inquiry into near future energy. I just want to get some clarity. Oh. It's really interesting because the Lover's card was at the bottom of the deck, and here is Two of Cups. You know, this is not meant to be a love reading, but there are a lot of cups here, so I don't know if something's blossoming, blooming for you, Taurus, in terms of love in the near future, but I'm just going to talk about this in a very general way. Because I didn't really come here to focus on love today. Although sometimes she be popping her head out of the door. So this is about sort of, to me, being seen in a favorable way in your community. Three of Cups doesn't always speak like that, but that's sort of what's coming through. This is sort of you feeling your place in your community, whatever your tribe is. You may be in the near future kind of finding your zone with community around you, where maybe you have sort of felt like a square peg in a round hole. This may be where you're finding more flow, more harmony in your community. This is definitely sort of a celebratory. There's a lot of happiness in the Three of Cups. There's no getting around it. These three women are like holding up their cups and celebrating There's a lot of love here, but there is community spirit to this card, and this could speak in terms of your friends, your family, sort of your soul tribe, if you will. But I think that this is you in the upcoming future, just finding your flow and your placement and getting in your groove. I think this is coming through a path of doing what you love, following your heart. There's a lot of energy in this reading about getting tapped into your heart. I think, Taurus, that you are finding your groove and just really tuned into your heart space right now. Um, the High Priestess is here, and you know the High Priestess, like, she is like the embodiment of having eyes on the top of your eyelids, being able to see through the dark, see through the BS. She trusts her inner knowing and her inner being. I just feel like in the upcoming future that this is like a time of alignment for you, a time of alignment, like with your heart space, following your heart, tapping into your heart, tuning into your heart. And if you can get into the meditative practice, that'll help you ground down into your heart, out of your head and into your heart. And it's a really beautiful place to be, but it's like your intuition is guiding you towards harmony. There's a lot of harmony to the Two of Cups. So yeah, coming up, I feel you being really moving into a space of alignment, of total alignment, internal and external. With that Ten of Pentacles, it would also speak to external alignment. But this is definitely supporting the path being cleared for you. Yeah, there's harmony here. You may be moving at a slow and steady pace with this energy. But I just think that you're going to be in a really good flow. And near future, I'm like usually framing up to the next few months, but I don't know what that will mean for you. Everybody's timeline is different. But this is sort of what will be flowing in the energy in the next, 1, 2, 3 months. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna there's gonna be some enjoyment happening in your life, a place where you feel a lot of contentment, a lot of sort of, the sense is like serenity. If you're asking me, the sense here is serenity, harmony, serenity. I think that any bondage that you're holding on to, like where that Five of Cups came up, if there's any residue of being focused on past losses, failures, in any regard, whether it has to do with finance or whether it has to do with emotional loss, I think that you're going to be leaving that behind. You're definitely going to be throwing these cloths off, taking off the blindfold, seeing the sunshine, because you're making a choice, where she's like bound up, right? She's bound up and she's got all the tools she needs around her to sort of cut off the bondage, the mental bondage. This is about mental bondage, but this is self-imposed mental bondage. So if you have anything going on of that nature, this is moving into a space where now you're like, you've cut the cloths off. You've decided to pick up one of these swords and slice off all the cloths and slice through all the mental BS and any residue of anything attached to negative. And you have placed all your swords in this boat and you are just on the move to calmer waters. Six of Swords is definitely a movement towards calmer waters. This is like a leaving behind of what doesn't serve you. It's not always easy. Six of Swords, the action of Six of Swords, it's not always easy, but very necessary. And what's it moving towards? It's moving straight towards calmer waters. So that's really beautiful. I think it's beautiful to see the cards move like this, or the way I read them anyway. They move from center left to right. So this is a progression where we're talking Eight of Swords moving into Six of Swords, moving to King of Wands. King of Wands is where This is you being able to kind of have your focus on what you're passionate about, on you know, new. To me, whenever I see this big wand, I see new growth, creativity. This is where you get to be sort of in a glow up, where you're just kind of shining, radiating. And this is where you're sort of sitting in a very sure of yourself posture, and knowing sort of having clarity on, like, what am I passionate about? What am I joyful about? Like, this king knows. He knows what brings him joy. He knows what brings him passion. He knows what he likes. He knows what he feels good about. He's also the most attractive king in the deck. So if we're talking about you here, I would say this is you sort of just being glowy and radiating and sitting in your beauty. You may be sort of radiating in a very attractive way. And it may be because you are sort of going through this process of ability of, like, cutting away, slicing it off. What doesn't serve you, cast it aside. Clip, clip, clip. This is kind of what's happening here. And this is just bringing you into, to me, King of Wands always looks very relaxed. I like cards where people look relaxed because there's a lot of serenity in that. You know, like if you look at this Knight of Cups, for example, he doesn't look that relaxed, right? Like there's a lot to imagery. When you look at this King of Wands, he is like totally relaxed. He's just chilling with his big old wand of passion in his hands. So yeah, I just feel like this is you having clarity, focus, creativity, your beauty. It's just like alignment. Alignment through casting away what doesn't serve you. So this is what your sort of upcoming energy is looking like. You are tapped in, tuned in on another level. And if you are not yet tapped in and tuned in on another level, it's time to listen to the Hermit and get meditative, get quiet, get still, take that time to get meditative and get into alignment, and you will just tap right into your inner knowing, because we all have it. Don't think that only, like, whatever you want to call it, psychics, readers, mediums, that those are the only people who are intuitive out there. Everybody is inherently intuitive. It's just that we're too busy in our daily lives to tap into it. It's something that's within all of us. It's just about cultivating it, embracing it, getting quiet enough to listen to it. And so everybody can do that. So if you're not tapped into your intuition, just do some meditation. If you have a desire to be tapped into your intuition and to go there with it and see things on deeper levels, you know, get meditative. That's the start. Getting quiet and listening. Getting quiet, getting relaxed, and listening. All right, Taurus, this is a beautiful reading. I love this reading for you. I love it. I see flow, I see alignment, I have an overall sense internally right now of, like, serenity, calm, and so sometimes things come through to me in readings through my chest area, my heart space, and I can sort of get a sense and a feel of what the energy is, and it's just very calm. It's lovely. It's beautiful energy. It's a very clear, present energy. So I love that for you. All right, Taurus. Hopefully this reading resonated with you. If it did, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. And if it didn't, you can always watch your sun, moon, and rising for more resonance. But ultimately, I really want to thank you. I appreciate you so much for supporting the channel and coming out and receiving these readings. It's really special to me to be able to connect with you. All right, take care, Taurus.